Hello everyone, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. And I am back from the dead if you have not noticed, and we have some brand new channel art and an icon made by yours truly, although I will be honest with you, I did steal the, pretty much just Google search tiger face, and then I always use cool text for cooltext.com, I think is the website. If you just Google it, you should probably be able to find it, and it just has a lot of fancy ass looking font like that. It's pretty much what I use when I do all my thumbnails and stuff. And honestly, it looks a whole lot. I think it all looks a whole lot better now. It actually looks like an actual logo and a banner. But you know what? Let's get right into it. We are going to be playing Imperator Rome, which I'll talk about where the game as we get started. But to go over just a quick overview, this is the newest game from Paradox Interactive, and it is covering the time period of the rise of, it's the rise of the Roman Republic up until I believe it's the year that Caesar becomes dictator. So I forget the exact year. So, as you can see, the whole map here spans from all of pretty much Europe here. We got North Africa, Egypt, down all the way here into some parts of the Horn of Africa, Arabia, the Middle East, and then some of Central Asia, the Himalayan region, and then all of India. And at the time period of the game, it is, I believe, 13 years after Alexander's death. So you have all of the Diadochi, sorry if I pronounce, not even just that, just any of this ancient Greek and stuff wrong. Because believe me, there's probably going to be a lot of it. Setting my timer. So you have Antigonus, Seleucid, Ptolemy, and Cassander. And obviously you have all the other various states and such. Now I actually did so we're in the series, we're going to be playing as Carthage. Why Carthage? One, I like Carthage. And two, I do like the idea of, I've always thought it interesting, what if Carthage was able to win? What would the world be like? Especially culturally, just thinking about how much of European culture and stuff, even parts of it that are Slavic or Germanic, they've been affected one way or the other by Roman culture and law. But who knows? I always thought that'd be a cool idea to do for an alt history mod for Imperator Rome. Would be the fall of Carthage or something like that, where it's the fall of the Carthaginian Empire. But whatever, I digress. So we are not going to be playing on Iron Man mode, and I'm not going to be enabling mixed gender rules, just because I don't do it. Now, as Carthage, if we just do a quick overview of our starting situation, we have land all the way here in the very western part of Africa. We have some here in Hispania, Iberia. Probably going to end up calling it Spain at some point. I'm going to try and call it Hispania or Iberia. Here in North Africa, we have a bunch of holdings. Now, a lot of these smaller countries are our vassals. We have some land here in Sicily and here on Sardinia. Now our religion is Canaanite, and we are Carthaginian as our culture. I don't know why it's not punic or something, because it doesn't really make sense for them to also be Carthaginian. I think calling them punic would have been better. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But either way, let's get right into it. So, ancient and proud civilization, Carthage holds a firm grip on the southern coast of the Mediterranean. Numerous colonial dependencies lie enthralled in the maritime giant, dotted on the coast of Iberia and on islands throughout the western parts of the sea. The seafaring heritage of the Carthaginians remains unparalleled, extending territorial and economic dominance far and wide. However, the island of Sicily has remained a constant thorn in the side of the Carthaginian hegemony for many decades. Agathocles, this guy, the self-styled tyrant of Syracuse, still reigns in the eastern part of the island, having secured a tentative peace with Carthage and prolonged Greek presence there, for the time being. Further north, the young and uncivilized Italic states wage bitter war on one another. There are the rumors that a once insignificant state is emerging to challenge the balance of power in Italy. They call themselves Rome. Carthage shall endure. So if you look at I already kind of went over our starting situation. Our first goals, I think, are going to be securing more of our situation right here. So, actually, you know what? Let's go over some of our basic politics first. Armies. We'll get to armies later. We'll do armies and navies later. So, right now we can do some inventions. Your advances are increased by the skill of whatever your researcher is, and also some other stuff based on like your citizens and other technologies you have. The most important thing to know is that for your inventions, for every 100 civic power you have, you can do a new one. Now, your advances here in the advances, the actual bonuses you gain from them aren't as much. It's these inventions that are going to give you more benefits. So what I'm actually going to do is I want property tax because it's always good to have more money. And we're actually going to do fabricate claim cost, which if this was like EU4 or something, I never would. But in here it means more because we need to use our oratory power in order to get claims. Now, we can do an omen right now, which I will just do blessing of Melkart because I want more money. So now we have a bunch of navies. This is going to sound odd, but actually, how big is Syracuse's navy? 4 ships. What about Rome's? 4. We're going to delete one of these navies. We just simply do not need them. There's no one we're going to be fighting anytime soon that's going to have a good enough army. And it's just really expensive. So, we'll make, we'll make this our leader's army. He's our current, I guess it's Sufi. He's basically our consul. And actually, there should be 2 of them, just like Rome should have 2 consuls. And we'll just give this to our next loyal guy. Great, here you go. So, we have a bunch of small vassal states here. And honestly, they're not going to be that much use to us because, like all Paradox games, the AI does not know how boats work. So, our really first goal is going to be, we're just going to take the rest of Sardinia. There's just 2 tribes here. They are going to ally with each other, but it shouldn't be hard for us to build up and take it. During all of this time as we're doing all this, we're going to start annexing as fast as we can these smaller states. Actually, they're probably going to take a really long time to annex. These are tribal vassals, so we can't even annex them directly, I don't think. Yeah, we can't even annex these guys directly. So as a vassal. So for right now, we're just going to have to suck it up and be friends with them. They're probably also a tribal vassal. Yes, so these guys are giving us some manpower each month. It's better than nothing. The rest of these small states, though, under our control here that are also Carthaginian, they are not tribal vassals. They are direct vassals. So we can, over time, annex them. Which you're going to want to do. Although that'll be just over time. There's not going to be any specific time where we're going to work on it. Our second goal after securing Sardinia is going to be taking Sicily. And I specifically want to take Sicily because we're likely going to have to fight the Romans eventually. And if we can secure this spot straight right here, either where it's going to work, then we gain a bonus if the Romans decide to cross. If for whatever reason they have a better army with us and we can't stop them. And that is going to be key. Now let's take a look at our economy. See, are there any forts or anything I can delete? Where are we losing money? On fleet maintenance? Well, that's probably going to drop a lot because I'm deleting that. Wages, fort maintenance. We're actually going to drop our fort maintenance down. We don't really need it. The big thing our Navy is going to be useful for is moving our troops around. We're not even going to put anyone onto our fleets right now. We don't need it. These guys they're going to ally together. So the big thing we're going to look at is look at the culture of the territory we own. Most of it is not, actually, you can just look at it directly. Most of it right now probably is Carthaginian. Most of it's Levantine. There is a little bit of Phoenician, but it's overwhelmingly Carthaginian. Which is not that surprising. over time, it's going to start shifting away, and it's going to be a problem. And again, most of our population is Canaanite right now too, which is good. For some reason, Sardinia and Corsica are all Canaanite already. But you see, most of our population here is not actually Carthaginian. And we're going to start doing that by doing cultural conversion. It's going to take some time, but in the long run, it's going to be worth it. So, for right now, let's see. Do we actually have any iron here in Carthage? We do. So, I am actually going to actually change you and build a new army just for my general. Well, from where I am. Actually, it doesn't matter. Because we're a republic, they're going to change. And in case you don't know, if you can build heavy infantry and you can afford it, there is no reason ever to bake light infantry after that. It's just straight up worth more in your manpower in their stats. Like, yes, technically with different tactics and stuff on your armies, it will matter. We're just gonna accept all of this. And I'm not that concerned about anything else. So what, do we have horse archers? I don't think we do. We can make war elephants. No camels. Chariots. We don't even have horses? Oh wow, we actually have iron here in Sardinia? The distribution of this stuff in this game is really weird. So now we're actually just going to put you here in our Sufet's army. The Maharbal. Yeah, and you're really best with the bottleneck tactic right now. Alright, let's take you guys and we'll send you all the way up here. Because they're definitely allied. So all we need to do now is just fabricate a claim on one of them and it'll be enough. And yes, we do have an income, although most of our income, I don't know where it went, but well, now it's back. We'll add a couple hoplites to this army. I don't actually know if where the button is to. Oh yeah, and you can actually automate your armies in this game. Oh, screw that. Support Carthaginian interests. I don't care what they want. Alright, we're actually going to need to add a general to this now, just because. Ooh, it's a Barca. I don't think there's any historical characters that show. I mean, there are some of the ones that are just at the start, which are historical characters. I would say almost without a doubt that almost all of the actually, almost all of the tribal leaders and characters at the start are just made up. Which, honestly, is not that surprising. So, here's what the first thing we're going to do. We're going to fabricate a claim on these guys. And we're just going to annex both of them in a fell swoop. So, we're just going to declare war. Now, technically, as a republic, you do need to gain some support, but as long as it's divided, you can force it through some tyranny, which we're going to do. And now, since we're at war, we're going to go to our diplomacy real quick. I always forget what their mercantile stance. You know, we'll leave it at that. We're going to start working on annexing some of these guys. Who has the highest pop out of all of you? Because that's the ones I want to do first. It looks like it's going to be Tripolitania. Not Emporia. What about Tripolitania? It's basically the same. No, where is it? Yeah, start integration. As long as they have at least 190 opinion of me, then we can start integration. Now, right now, we obviously don't have it. And now you're going to see immediately one of the things is that in this game, most of the mana, especially oratory, used for so much crap. It's like, what the hell else what the hell else are you going to do? Which I'm very happy is why they're removing goddamn mana from this game. Because goddamn guys, I hate that part of it so much. I actually do like this game. I have fun. There's a lot of flavor that's missing. But you know, I would say that I overall enjoy this game. It has its flaws, and it's important to acknowledge them, but I think the game has potential. And I actually think they're removing mana and making it more so that there's real like reasons that stuff is happening and not waiting for your magic points to fill up is a good start. So we're gonna beat them. The only reason that they're occupying that stuff so quickly is because of they have a fort. Again, we're just gonna accept any and all trades that we get. Let's build some more hoplites actually, and let's give them to that other army. Let the looting be gentle. The only reason we're not like absolutely taking everything that's not bolted down is because I actually want to like develop this land later. Let's go support them out because they're probably gonna need it, or not. And we're actually using a good tactic against them. Shock is weak to bottleneck. We're using bottleneck. We'll send them there. We'll give you guys some time to regroup because most of your men died. Alright, let's send them some gold. I have enough. So, Emporia, let's improve opinion. I don't know why I wouldn't have an embassy in my own vassal, but hey, you take what you can get. That is kind of sad that, wow, they only won, I think, because they literally killed them all. Their morale is about to break. Again, it doesn't matter how much they occupy right now. There is a chance that they actually will tap out. Like their ally will, and we'll just gain, and we'll just win. Because I've noticed they actually are willing to sometimes to surrender, even if you actually haven't taken the war goal, if they've just lost bad enough otherwise. We'll actually send them a gift. It'll just make it faster. And you know, we might as well do more than one at a time. So one important thing to know that as of right now, you basically don't use religious power for anything but omens and stability. No, we cannot afford that. And because you basically don't use it for anything else, it pretty much means that you can just no CB war. It's only -2, and it honestly isn't that bad for you if you have negative stability in this game. So we'll piece them out. We're gonna annex both of them. This is really the one I always do. The other, like the popularity, yeah, whatever. This lowers your aggressive expansion, and you know it may not be a lot, but it's something, and that makes it worth it. So we did it. We took all of that. And now over here, they're going to start converting. They've already actually made some good progress. Holy crap, how many different kinds of people are up there? Massilian, Naraga, Carthaginian, and Hebrew. So over time, they're going to start converting. And for some reason, since they're all Canaanite already, we actually aren't going to have that much of a problem. Now, there is colonization in this game. So we can't colonize anywhere just because no one... Actually, probably some of these cities have. They don't quite have it. You know, we could probably take this from Etruria. They don't have a fleet. And honestly, it would look really nice having that. We'll have to think about it. So, one thing that really every nation... We can meet this demand. I've always done that option, and it's never turned out bad for me. This is actually really good that they're divided there. Honestly, I don't know how well elephants do in combat. This is my first time playing as a nation that has them. I sure hope they're good. Arrogant. Yeah, whatever. We're fine. So like right now we don't have a CB. We may actually accomplish some of our goals fairly quickly. Where is my other army? Oh. I thought you were a navy. So let's send you down and we'll head down towards Sicily. So in Sicily, our goal is going to be really just to take the whole island. And what are you doing down here? We're going to change you to cultural conversion. We're going to finish it. Yeah, some of my Carthaginians aren't even Canaanite, but I don't really care. And honestly, we're not even going to worry about Iberia for some time. Because believe it or not, the small barbarian tribes actually still manage to have a bunch of troops. So if they actually start consolidating to a certain point, we're actually going to do better because we'll be taking more land fighting the same amount of people. We gift. I guess we're just waiting for relations to improve. Are they actually like winning? We'll go down here. Oh, and there are mercenaries in this game. Honestly, mercenaries may not be a bad call. Now, right now, we don't have enough oratory power in order to get a war going. And buying money isn't buying money. Buying oratory power right now is not going to be worth it because it's just so much. So we'll just sit and wait. Or I can remember that doing this basically doesn't mean anything, but we're going to hold out for now. We don't need to expand immediately, and you know what? Sicily doesn't have any good allies. I mean, Syracuse doesn't. They don't have that big of an army. In fact, one of our armies is the same size as their whole entire force. So you know what? If they do that, then that's fine with me. They're burning their manpower away. Yes, so is his little states. Actually, we're having an election soon. And you know what? That guy's actually decent. There we go. New ruler. He has no civic power, but who cares? And honestly, I've noticed that in republics, they generally stay loyal. So I've never had a big problem with anything else. He's actually doing a really fast job at converting. So none of them are Carthaginian. They're working on it, though. We're almost there where we can start annexing Emporia. And they're all... It's mostly land that's going to be good for us. Actually, more land is always good. That is the rule for Paradox. Paradox games. There's almost no times where it's not true. So Sicily has lost... Honestly, I think we should attack Sicily, actually. Yeah, we're not going to get as much land, but they don't have any allies. Oh wait, yeah, never mind. Syracuse basically doesn't have an army anymore. Oh, that's a boat. Wonderful, free granary, never an issue. Alright, Emporia is done. We can start integration. I don't know why they're opposed to this. As you can see, it's going to take some time for us to annex them. However, we can now cancel improve opinion. And we have enough. Oh, are you kidding me? Actually, I've had that happen a lot. These two countries always get allied. Like, who knows something dumb you can do? I think I figured out that you can declare war on, like, these small guys and nothing will happen. Oh, I don't think we actually fabricate a claim on them, so we're gonna have to fight everyone. It really won't be that bad. Will it be a bloody war? Yeah. Actually, both of them have more manpower than us. Maybe it's not a great idea. I don't want to be too cautious. What's our income? 5? Alright, send them here to Syracuse. You go here. Actually, we can shut down his vassals from helping us. And that's going to be taking 11 troops out of the fight. So now we're down to just fighting 9, 30. So 39. Oh, these are elephants? Oh, hell yeah. Jesus Christ, what is this army? Right, you know, we're gonna go bold. And take it. Maybe I should have realized what... Yeah, whatever. Go, go, go. Screw tyranny. Probably should have waited for the mercenaries to boot up. Come on, come on. Yes! Yeah, just go up there. You're gonna be fine. Is he actually sieging? Like something important? We're gonna send you here, actually. We want them to be able to reinforce this siege if need be. Winning the sieges is what's actually important. Now, what we're actually going to do is, if we can, we're going to separate piece out them. Actually, no, we probably won't be able to. Just because there's actually a timer on when you do them. There has to be a certain amount of time that's passed, and we're not going to get there. Nah, you know, just for fun, we'll put fort maintenance back up. I think it went back up with you, to be honest. I think there might be a thing that's automatic. Oh, never mind. Do you have to? Is it the same thing? We have to control both sides of the strait. Because if so, that's really dumb. They might be defeated. Not might, they are. Let's loop them around. Come on, mercenaries. No, that's a tribal army. Nah. Whichever one of them doesn't make it should probably be fine. Was there a battle that I missed? Yeah, hold it. Go ahead. Honestly, I don't think they're going to stand and fight ever. If we can take Syracuse, this war is over. More manpower is good. Kind of want them to reinforce. Alright, I'm happy enough with what's there. Damn it, that's exactly not what I wanted. Well, we kind of got them stuck here. Honestly, we can let Syracuse have part of this land if it makes them happy. Yeah, I know we're contesting the war goal. Honestly, I just hate tribes so much. Oh, we can actually do this next year. Very soon, actually, we can separate piece them. And I think they're going to accept. They're pretty damaged right now. Mostly that we have their capital sieged, which is the important part. But I will be pretty salty if they end up taking it. Before we take Syracuse. Yeah, just let him have his dumb troops. I don't think they're gonna Oh, are you kidding me? Alright, we won the Siege of Syracuse, which is a win. Apparently they're gonna keep attacking into there and just get wrecked. Oh. Well, at least we get some help. And actually, no, they're not getting any help. Oh, wow, we actually won that? That surprises me. So the big thing that makes clans so... barbarian nations so tough is the fact that they have their clan retinues and they don't pay any upkeep on them. Oh, Brutia is actually sieging too. Oh, so we actually take a military tradition. We will take mercenary maintenance. That's actually going to be really helpful. Are we actually turning a profit right now while having mercenaries? And then as soon as we get enough military power, we're going to siege. Because I think we're actually end up getting all but that specific city I wanted. Which, it's not ideal, but hey, it's better than nothing. Alright, let's see what we can do for peace-wise. The fort in Masana needs to be... Oh, come on! Alright, these guys, they can separate peace, and they're gonna accept. No! Alright, now I actually think they will. Yeah, that's what I thought. Banish those of class. We're not going to get their vassals. It's just not happening. Alright, now I think they're going to accept. Yes, the only things... Nah, it's just going to be annexed. We're not going to do anything funky with it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this first part of our new series. I'm glad to be back. Happy that we're doing good so far as Carthage. And I hope to see you all next time. Peace!